On December the 23rd, 2023, Sean Harris stated he and his family were traveling through Midtown Atlanta when a Marta bus hit their SUV and kept on driving. Sean tried to flag the bus down, but it didn't work. He then followed the bus to the Art Center stop. Sean confronted Willie about the collision. Willie, the Marta bus driver, started yelling and cussing at Sean. Sean then asked to speak with the supervisor. Willie slapped the cell phones out of Sean's hand. Then he hit Sean in the head. Willie Nash was charged with simple battery, aggravated assault, and first-degree criminal damage to property.
A Marta bus driver is facing some criminal charges. He's accused of slapping a man in front of his family. Willie Nash is charged with aggravated assault and criminal damage to property. Sean Harris shared cell phone video with us. He says Nash was driving a Marta bus that hit his SUV and kept driving in Midtown Atlanta on December 23rd. Harris says Nash slapped him twice and yelled at him when he confronted him. Marta said Nash has been relieved of duty as a driver.
Okay, Willie did a hit and run on a Marta bus. What, you thought you was in your own personal vehicle, you was gonna get away? You did a hit and run on your work bus where you work at. And then you're fleeing the scene, you try to flee the scene while stopping and stops picking up passengers, and the guy's car that you hit or vehicle that you hit, he caught up with you. Then when he caught up with you, you start cussing and you start yelling at him and cussing him out. That don't make no sense. You could have handled that situation better. People make mistakes, people, like I say, people make mistakes. You could have accidentally hit his car. But then when you cursed him out, you yelled at him, that wasn't an accident. Then after that, he asked you to call the supervisor, you slapped the cell phone out his hand. That wasn't an accident. Probably broke his phone, that's even more damage and money. And then after that, you still on the man, you punch him in the head. So then on top of that, they said all this was captured on video. So you seen somebody recording, you're doing all this stuff after you did a hit and run, and what was going through your mind that day? I'm thinking you had to be angry at something else, because people in your position just don't act like that. You deal with customers every day. What would cause you to just lose it like that? It just doesn't make any sense. You don't slap people's phones out their hand. You don't steal on customers because they ask you to call a supervisor. You just don't do that. You don't hit and run a customer's car. All this, I just don't know any job that would put up with this type of behavior, okay? Any other job, to be honest, he would have already been fired. And it looks like at the Marta bus, they're preparing to fire him, but he hasn't been let go yet because it said the bus operator has been relieved of duty pending disciplinary investigation. So, to be honest, this guy needs to be fired, because no job's gonna put up with that. No job is gonna put up with you slapping a customer's phone out their hand or stealing on the customer. That's just stuff that just crosses the line. The hit was just, that was a mistake. But the run, you could have put that into a mistake. Like, I didn't see it, but once you started slapping stuff on the ground and punching dude in the head, it was pretty much over. So I believe this Willie guy didn't want to work anymore, or he was just tired of the job, or he just hit his limit that day and he was just done with it. So I don't know if they're gonna let him go, because I'm sure he worked with a lot of his friends, and people that work together, a lot of times they tend to stick together, especially if he's the kind of come to work every day, when other people be missing days, and he's a very dependable worker. So like I said, they haven't fired him. They haven't fired him yet. He's under investigation. And this man, you watch out, Willie driving a bus, he will put hands on you. So watch out for Willie the bus driver. I'm out of here.